Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi. I am Putri Balkis binti Ahmad Afizi. This video actually focus on my final presentations of internship program that I go through 3 months ago at PGO Edible Oils and Berhad Packaging Divisions, Pasir Gudang, Johor. Okay, first thing first, which is I will share a lot of introductions, company background, and I will continue to short story background informations. So, firstly, Quirk Group is a key shareholder of Wilmar Incorporated Federal Flour Mills, now known as FFM Berhad Malaysia in 1966. Okay, PGO Edible Oils Sdn Berhad was operated as investment holding, refinery, and also trading of palm oil. The company was founded in 1973 and is based in Pasir Gudang, Johor, Malaysia. PGO Edible Oils operate as subsidiary of PGO Groups. PGO Group is fully owned by Wilmar International Limited, and it also owns several factories in West and also East Malaysia, and through its associate operate refinery plants in Rotterdam. Now, Wilmar was a leading agribusiness group in Asia and also one of the largest globally. The group has over 500 manufacturing plants in 90 countries and extensive distribution network covering China, India, Indonesia, and some of 50 other countries. Wilmar Group and also PGO Group has several ethical and responsible operation toward society and also environment. They also hold of one policy, which is no deforestation, no pit, and also no exploitation policy. So Wilmar is a firm advocate of sustainable growth and committed to its role and responsible corporate citizen. All of these values are infiltrated through all levels of company, which keep Wilmar and also PGO Group thriving a successfully agribusiness company all around the globe, including Malaysia. Let's move to mission company, which is PGO Edible Oils and Berhad Packaging Divisions, aims to offer high quality product and service to customer. It has implemented a quality system to many of which accredited to ISO, HACCP, GMP+, standard halal, kosher, and other food safety quality system are also being implemented. Okay, for secondly, which is Visions company, which is PGO Group vision statements are expand and develop market for the edible oils, grain, and also related product, and to be the market leader in producing premium quality at competitive price and deliver the highest value to their customer, employee, investor, supplier, and also the almost important one is the community. So for the value company, which is PGO Group, wants to conduct their business activity with integrity and responsibility, ethnically, and also sustainable, with a commitment to quality, innovative, and creative product to consumer. And it also wants to contribute positively to economy, society, and the most important, which is environment. Okay, that got 5 of objective company, which is first, integrity. Okay, integrity, PGO Edible Oils and Berhad was implemented integrity in the workplace. It referred to as having upstanding character traits and work ethic, which is trustworthy, honest, responsible during the workings. Secondly, which is innovations. Okay, PGO Edible Oils and Berhad are always making innovation on their product and always trying out new ideas and offering new service and product. And also the company used to verify their product to make the customer or buyer continue purchase on the same company. So third, which is quality and good service. PGO Edible Oils and Berhad aims to offer a quick and also efficient product at a reasonable price, and they also aims to give high quality service to both external and also internal customer satisfied with their service. So PGO Groups also implemented the quality system on their company to their customers, which is halal certificate certifies that product produced ritual for consumption by all Muslims. Okay, fourth, which is the objective, cost control. PGO Edible Oils and Berhad was practice of identifying and reducing business expenses to increase profit and start with budgeting process. The PGO Group aims for right value and cost efficiency. As an example, the company can obtain bid from different vendors that provide the same product and or service, which can lower cost. And lastly, for objective on their company, which is PGO Edible Oils aim at an excellent in everything that company does. The important is to remain profitable to the company, offer quality and good product at a price that able to make a buyer demand. PGO Group's main activity is manufacturing of edible oils. Its activities are vertically integrated, beginning with the conversions of crude oils into refined oil product to the marketing for this oil product in bulk, steel drum, and also consumer pack for the local and international markets. The main product produced by PGO Group, which is a palm oil product. PGO Group specialized in refined, bleach, and also denatured RBD, palm oil, palm oilin, and also palm stearins. Palm oil products are highly nutritious and widely used in the food industry worldwide. PGO groups allow customizations to ensure the palm oil product perfectly match customer needs and requirements. So, PGO group process a variety type of soft oil to give customers a wide choice of edible oils to choose. Furthermore, PGO group understands the needs of the product to be timely packed for distributions. Thus, it has set up its own packaging division in Pasir Gudang, Johor that packs cooking oil into bottles, jerry cans, tins, pills, bagged in box, and also drums. At the same time, it also offers the service to pack sectorized fat in bag, carton, and tin form, while these packaging alternatives are offered to give value customer a total product service. Then 210 liter steel drums and also produced by PGO Edible Oils and packaging divisions, and mainly used to the pack edible oils. At the same time, steel drums produce also sold lubricant and chemical companies for their packaging purpose. For drums manufactured under effective system of testing, supervisions, and also control. Those customers can be assured that every drums of high quality safe for utilizations. This makes the PGO groups different from other competitors. This is because they not only produce a variety of oils, but it also offered to give value to consumer of total product service.
Okay, let's move to
chart. They have one general manager and one deputy manager and also 8 main managers department in PGO Edible Oils and packaging divisions. During my internship program, I had been placed in the accounting department. In accounting department, I just got one managers and many colleagues that belong together to help each other in the departments. As acknowledgement, the accounting department at PGO Edible Oils and packaging divisions has a large partition, and it has divided into a small section which like account payable sections, account receivable section, bank advisors sections, and others. So in account payable sections, leads by Mr. Goh Eng Lam. Okay, you can see this has 4 clerk on their team to help day-to-day management of all payment circle activities in timely or efficient manner. The 4 clerks have their own responsibility to carry out the duties every day, and it same goes like account receivable sections that also lead by Madam Mala Kuliadi that have a 3 assistant clerk on to help day-to-day to manage the invoices or payments. So during my internship also, I got opportunity to learn with Madam Sulaimi, which is Madam Sulaimi is a one assistant clerk that responsible as a bank advisor to PGO Edible Oils and Berhad. And in fact, from above, it also can knows and being proof that the accounting department in PGO Edible Oils and Berhad Packaging Division is a large company in the Pasir Gudang and needs large workforce to operate the company right. So we'll proceed to next. I will summarize my job functions that I will do through 3 months ago that on internship program, which is first handle supplier invoice. I have learned to manage invoice promptly and accurately, which is the key to maintaining a good relationship with suppliers. As known, account payable was a processing of payment owes to debtor by company business, right? So this make very important to manage effectively and responsibly to pay for the debts. When it's come to account payable, the most important thing is to pay only invoice that legitimates and also accurate. So during this periods of my industry training, I learned that before the company's process of payment, remember to check does the invoice reflect exactly what the company ordered. So that's why PGO Edible Oils and Packaging Division have purchased requisitions folder that prove all item already purchased from others company, and some of suppliers invoice must give to another department manager for checking, double confirm for the item they ordered. So the original purchase requisitions must make the copy, and the original must be kept back on the folder. The copy attached with the supplier invoice for reference at the purchase item. In addition, before the process of payments, double check that the unit cost and calculate correct amount like contract worker wages that have already complete document, but it must be double checked before proceeding to payments. Okay, this part which is the important part in accounting department, that is SAP system. So SAP system is the financial accounting and reporting software that record transactions, record operating data at the end of every month or quarter, and also it can use to analyze financial data. Hence, in account payable sections, the SAP system is used to record all the supplier invoice, such as the invoice number, invoice date, total amount, and also purchase number to key in the system for keep reference at the end of the month for payment, to make a payment. So in the same section also I'm learn to using the SAP system, which is find out the material code in SAP, refer purchase index number from the invoice, and I'm also learn how to matching container with supplier invoice, either a local container or outside the container in SAP system. Meanwhile, in account receivable sections, it also use the SAP system. In fact, it's the same with using system, just have a few of folder that got difference. For instance, if account payable section use Miro folder in SAP to enter supplier invoice, while for account receivable sections is use ZFI Webbridge program folders to make out the new invoice to the buyer that purchased from the company. That is why the account receivable section will receive the bill of lading transpositions or invoice from Pelabuhan Tanjung Pelepas PTP from documentation department for reference to create a new invoice from the PGO company invoices. So actually the system are important between two sections, which is casting and also sort all supplier invoice. So in this part, it is only used to account payable sections. This is because at the end of every month, that got many suppliers that want to make a payments, and one of the suppliers sometimes got many invoices. Therefore, important to know exactly what the total amount that the company owes. It must do casting to invoice of suppliers that can avoiding requiring payments. Using the printing calculator can ease the way, can remove the stress distractions of managing repeating payments. After casting the invoices, the printing calculator will come out with total amount and total of invoice in the same supplier's company on one receipts. Then checks the amounts and the total invoice that is exactly either same or not before making payments. Hence, for sorting the supplier's invoice already entered to a system and keep in tray that can easily locate them, or the invoice by priority and dates. For example, organize the invoices by the closest date that to make payment at the end of the month. Fourth, which is I learned about how to handle account receivable invoices. 2 weeks before I left the industry training program at PGO Edible Oils and Packaging Divisions, actually I got an opportunity to learn with account receivable section to prepare trim of main invoices receivable, which is Goodman Fielder Buyer, Singapore Billing, Local Invoice, and Wilma Trading. That Wilma Trading is intercompanies. So the management of invoices is the same ways to do, but a few difference that between them got different. For instance, outside the invoices and Wilma Trading invoice will get a bill or invoice from the documentation department, while the local invoices for the first step is to get the ticket from Webbridge department to match the item and net weight before making the invoice. Okay, last but not least, for my job function, which is I handling documentation and also filings. I learned how to handle documentation or supplier invoice to keeping safe and proper ways. Hence, after make the payments to supplier's invoice, it must date stamp and also payment voucher number stamp on the fronts of pages of the supplier invoices. Then if have a stamp out of capital item FCE job on the invoices, then make a copy from the original, and the copy will filing belong together with the same company, supplier company, and the original invoice that stamp of the capital item job must keep to other department for keep to future reference. Okay, in advisor department sessions, I'm also handle matching payment voucher and also payment advice together. And from that, make a copy to paper when both sides is way to compile it together on the supplier invoices. Then through this section, if got the delivery order that called as a partial as more than the quantity empty that stated, it must be find out the ticket that attached on the partial. Often, the ticket will find on the future invoice. Okay, besides, filings means keeping documents in a safe place and being able to find them and easily and quickly, right? So documents that are cared for will not easily tear or dirty. So for filing the supplier's invoice, it must be sort all supplier's invoice alphabetically and also accordingly, and put inside in the box that are called as the plasma, then put in the cabinet. Okay, let's move to problem accounted and also solution. The first problem that I do, which is so that I doesn't make a double check before post the invoices data that causes the system pending, and it will causes me late to make a payments to the suppliers. So the solution is when I know the SAP system is most important to the company daily use to record all transactions and also invoices to run the business. So before posted the invoices data to the system, I will make sure what I enter the item that are correct or not. So I need to focus my own responsibility, especially during work times, and doesn't not to follow my curiosity too much when enter something using system. Secondly, my biggest barriers during my internship, which is communication barriers. That got a lot of misunderstanding between my managers and I. For instance, my managers told me that either I have exactly known everything that they are guide, but misheard that she asked me to other questions. And my manager also always want me to to use in the proper ways to talk in English language, especially during the office hour. So my solution is every company has its own method for communicating with its employee, right? So in these situations, for my beginnings, getting used to different communication platform was a little bit difficult. Therefore, I always use Google platform for knowing terms that used in the company, which is Uncooperative Mentor. So during the first internship periods, I'm just learning a basic office work. This is because one of the staff, which is a mentor that guide me, responsible to guide me, that not sharing too much knowledge with me. She afraid if I'm doing mistake and it will affecting her work. For example, she will give me do filing, sorting supplier invoice, and mirror enter data invoice using SAP system. So my solution is I'm going directly to managers department and then told that exact story, and Alhamdulillah my managers believe me and allow me to learn something with others new mentors. Hence, there's not enough work assigned to me. I was getting bored. I happened because in my first month during the internship, I do not get that much work other than supplying document, photo state reports, and also just sort enter supplier invoices. So my solution, which is since that happens, I am directly complain to my manager's department and ask to concerned authorities for me a new works that can I have other staff in the same sections. Finding document, photo state reports, or enter data invoice to system is a good knowledge that I can learn, but I want to contribute much more than that. As an internship student, I faced a few problems regarding the new area of responsibility and lack of skill required to handle some tasks given this because of the changing scope of the academic life to the workstations is a challenge somehow and require extra time to adapt the situations. So my solution is I need to learn back on the Google platform or open books again, and I'm also asked for help from the mentors that can guide and show me as well. Next, I will share to you all which is my experience during my internship. There are numerous new things that I learned, and I was an opportunity to test drive a career without making any serious commitments. The first thing that I learned is about being independent. Often I think that being spoon-fed is a way to learn, but working independently has proved to be very important. That this internship teach to make my own decisions, to do things on my own. Being able to work independently with little guidance is a very important in the world. Hence, one of the most valuable skill which is I gained from an internship is able to speak with people in a professional setting. Discussion with my managers or co-workers at the company are totally different from discussions with lecturer or fellow friends at college. After my internship, I should have a better idea and appropriate ways to behave as a professional. This will help a lot when I start interviewing for a job because I will be more confident and will sound more mature and experienced in business settings. Additionally, in tasks and job perform, I gained the best experience, which is I found of the minor mistakes that by the co-workers do. For instance, during my manager's department checking my weekly logbook, she noticed that I do some other duties, and one of the accounting payable section staff that guide me. It showed that the staff always do other duties existent on their responsibility. Since the incidents, my manager's department has been advised to me and especially to her staff that not to do the existence duties. In these situations, not only me got the lessons, but indirectly, I also helped the staff at the accounting payable sections from being bullied by store department workers.
As in conclusions,
It is an important thing that help enhance and develop my skill, abilities, and also knowledge throughout the lecture halls where it can be applied effectively. I also got an insight into professional practice currently advocated in the industry. This is because the trainings not only enhanced my self-esteem in the real world, but also helped me to improve my ways to communicate with the public using a professional setting. For the industry training was a good to find out what the strengths and weaknesses are.